Look at the sheer volume of water pushing through Toronto's streets during a heavy storm. The city's mid-century sewer infrastructure simply cannot handle the escalating frequency and intensity of these weather events, causing municipal lines to back up directly into residential neighborhoods. To counter this, the City of Toronto has boosted the Basement Flooding Protection Subsidy program for 2026. They are now offering homeowners a lifetime maximum cap of $6,650 per property to install approved flood prevention systems. This program covers the heavy financial lifting of hardening your property against water damage. However, securing these funds requires navigating a remarkably strict documentation and compliance process enforced by municipal auditors. We are going to break down exactly how that $6,650 is divided among specific equipment and walk through the exact 6-step application process our team at Canada Waterproofers uses to ensure your rebate is approved. Before we look at the equipment, we have to check the absolute first prerequisite for the program. To even be considered for this rebate, your home's downspouts must be physically disconnected from the city sewer system. This diagram illustrates what the city requires. On the left, the downspout feeds directly into the underground municipal line, overloading the system. On the right, it correctly diverts rainwater outward to absorb harmlessly into a grassy yard. If an inspector finds downspouts still piped underground, your subsidy application will be immediately rejected, regardless of how flawless your structural installation might be. Once your downspouts are clear, you can start applying the subsidy to the hardware. The core mathematical rule of the 2026 program is that the city covers up to 80% of the invoiced costs for specific approved flood protection devices. This is a backwater valve. It acts as a one-way gate that allows wastewater to exit your home, but slams shut the moment the city's sewer reverses during a flood. The program allows you to claim up to $1,600 per device, and you can now claim up to 2 devices for a maximum of $3,200. Looking at the subsidy breakdown chart, the next major allocation is for sump pumps. You can claim up to $2,250 for the installation of this active defender, which mechanically forces collected water up and away from your foundation. Because severe storms frequently knock out the power grid, the city also provides up to $300 to install a permanent battery backup system, ensuring your sump pump continues to operate in the dark. Next, you can claim up to $400 for pipe severance and capping. This covers the labor required to permanently sever the connection between your home's aging weeping tiles and the municipal sewer line. Finally, a newer addition to the program allows you to claim up to $500 for a professional home plumbing assessment designed to locate specific flood vulnerabilities early. Add these together and you reach the strict lifetime maximum of $6,650. By combining these specific rebates, you can upgrade a vulnerable basement with a comprehensive active defense system for a fraction of what it would cost at full retail price. The financial math applies across the entire city of Toronto, but the exact hardware you need depends heavily on the specific soil composition beneath your property. Take Scarborough, for example. The dense blue clay in this area is nearly impermeable. When it rains, water cannot drain downward. It pools and creates massive hydrostatic pressure, actively pushing a literal wall of water against your foundation walls. That requires a different approach than North York, where the primary issue is collapsed 1950s weeping tiles filled with silt, or Old Toronto, where combined stormwater and sewage lines require immediate backwater valve protection to prevent hazardous backups. Regardless of your soil type, the physical work introduces the second major failure point for subsidy applications, the city's strict licensing mandate. To qualify for reimbursement, the contractor performing complex drain work, like installing backwater valves and sump pumps, must hold a valid T94 master plumber and drain layer license. If they hold a lesser license, or none at all, your rebate is voided. At Canada Waterproofers, we operate strictly under this credential. Because municipal auditors verify this number before cutting a check, we print it directly on every single piece of official documentation. Ignoring your local soil conditions or hiring an unlicensed contractor will leave you with a basement that still leaks and an application that gets summarily rejected. To remove that risk, we guide our clients through a strict 6-step roadmap. Step 1 is the professional assessment. We inspect your local soil, evaluate your current drain setup, and provide a comprehensive quote that includes all required T94 licensing information. Step 2 is permit acquisition. Most of these installations require municipal approval, so our team handles the technical drawings and submits the applications to ensure everything is code compliant from day one. Step 3 is the actual installation. We use our own in-house specialists, never subcontractors, to perform clean, surgical excavations that minimize disruption to your landscaping and basement floor. Step 4 is the city inspection. A municipal inspector will visit the site to review the work and officially sign off on it. This site visit is mandatory to trigger the subsidy. This graphic shows what you need for Step 5, application submission. You will take the itemized paid-in-full invoice, the approved city permit, and the finalized inspection report, and mail them directly to the city. Step 6 is simply waiting for the funds. Once the city processes your complete, compliant application, homeowners typically receive their rebate check in the mail within 6 to 12 weeks. By following this structured sequence, you meet the city's precise evidentiary standards, completely bypassing the administrative headache and securing your funds without delay. Taking advantage of this municipal program allows you to leverage up to $6,650 to permanently fix a structural liability, turning the space into a dry, secure, long-term asset. With over 27 years of continuous experience, Canada Waterproofers brings in-house expertise to every job and backs our exterior systems with a lifetime transferable warranty. The weather patterns driving these severe floods are already here, and they are not waiting for your schedule. Homes without backwater valves and sump pumps remain highly exposed to catastrophic and expensive water damage. Do not wait for the next heavy rainfall to test your foundation. Call Canada Waterproofers today at 416-333-LEAK to schedule a free inspection and begin your subsidy roadmap. Real flood protection depends on both mechanical precision and verified municipal compliance. Partnering with licensed experts ensures your home is physically hardened, while every specific requirement of the rebate process is systematically documented.